Hi everybody, I got a little time here, so I'm gonna do at least one video now, and then I'll do the other ones later on at like 2, my usual. Um, okay. So I've been having a lot of thoughts about the character of Finn lately because just if you look at the trajectory of the character, you can tell there's going to be a major shift somewhere because I mean the only major storyline he's had really has been when Beth almost drowned, you know. Um, and on the one hand, I get how Bold does storylines, but on the other hand, they kind of feel heavy handed in their messages. So it's like, you tell me one time, and I'm like, okay, I got it. And then you say it over and over again, and then I resort to, hello, writers, I'm not stupid. Okay, what I'm referring to are the 2 deaths from some mystery drug in the drink, okay? And the only reason I bring it up is because in Tuesday's episode, Finn is in the laboratory, I guess, with the white coat and says, oh, well, drug deaths are on the rise all across the U.S., so we see it a lot. Okay, um, yeah, that might be true, but you're in LA. So, what does the rest of the country have to do with LA? To make it more impactful in my mind would be, yeah, in LA or California, we've seen a lot of the same deaths around here. Drug deaths are on the rise, something like that, to connect it to the soap, sort of. Or say, it's sad that Tom and Hollis had to die from the same thing. Well, they join a lot of people who die from, you know, whatever, overdose. However you want to word that. But anyway, I guess that's me being picky from dialogue. What can I say? I'm a writer, so. um, okay. But other than Finn, okay. So Finn hasn't really been involved that much, unless it has to do with Sheila and, um, you know, feels like I feel bad for the guy because you're kind of trapped between your birth mom and your wife. So which side do you pick? Because if you pick your birth mom, your wife's gonna be pissed at you. If you pick your wife and not your birth mom's gonna be hurt. So, but also how Steffi treats Finn, I could see him getting into an affair because sometimes it's not like everyone wants to say that the reason people cheat is because they don't have enough passion in their life or in their marriage or whatever, right? Well, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you need somebody to just listen to you and just kind of be like almost a sounding board for whatever you're thinking without judgment. Maybe that's all what someone needs. It's not all about passion. I mean, yeah, because the reason I say this too is because look at Finn and Steffi. Seems like they're on top of and they make out all the time. And yet they argue all the time. So, yeah. But I think they argue because I think okay, now this is me going a little bit on the limb, but I don't think so. Because I think Finn does have opinions, but when your wife or your partner hasn't asked you for your opinion in a long time, you tend to shut up and not say anything and just let everything ride. Until, but see, that can be a dangerous thought because until you boil over, and then all the resentment and everything you've been holding in, or whatever you've been holding in for all that time, comes out. And it comes out in a not so nice fashion. So I don't know. I can see they're headed for disaster for a while. That's just me. But then also, I see Finn's name a lot in the coming up storylines. So yeah, he's gonna get Tanner Novlin is gonna get a lot of airtime, and also hopefully a juicy storyline that lasts longer than say a week. I really want that for him because I don't feel like they totally utilize him as a character. I mean, they kind of put him in storylines, but it's due to Steffi. It's always Steffi's doing. Like, okay, if Steffi does this, it's how is Finn gonna react to X, you know? Or how does this affect Finn? It's never Finn himself. So, but then again, they do the same thing with other characters too. I'll make another video about that too, because I was thinking about that. Alright. Bye, guys.